everybody, I'm Jonelle Kelly with the Pickers Palace in Florence, Texas. Today we're going to work with the Patina Effect kit from Pentart. Now I don't want to give you a spoiler or anything, but I've already kind of taken a first try at it. And here's what I'm going to share with you. I totally underestimated what this little kit's going to do. And let me share. I started a little project and created this beautiful gold metallic, copper metallic. It was gorgeous. It looked like liquid copper all over the face of my product. And I loved it. I really genuinely thought it was cool. And I set it aside and walked away for the night. And when I returned the next morning, it was beautiful. These gorgeous greens had changed in the patina, just like the word would imply. I sold it short because I wanted instant results. That's just how I roll. Anyway, we're going to do this again together and take a look at what this amazing little $20 kit is going to do for you and your art. The kit comes with the powder, the copper powder, and 3 of the reagents. The reagents are bluish green, green, and blue. And each is going to give you a different patina on the piece. Now the big trick to this is that it's got to have something to bind to. In my projects, I've been using Pentart decoupage medium. And essentially that just gives the powder something to stick to. But there's a lot of other things you could use. You can use a glue, maybe your Heavenly Body from Pentart, or even your gessos would do just great. You just need something that it sticks to. And then you're going to layer that reagent over it. So watch along and let's give this a whirl. Let's do this. We're going to start with this piece. It's just a resin molded face. Isn't that fun? He's already got some paint on him. He's got a base of Dixie Belle chalk paint, and I believe it's got some black wax over it already. That's going to hopefully give us some good background colors. But now what we're going to do is we're going to use our decoupage medium to get some sticky, I'm not sure what you call it, to get that moisture to the background, give us a foundation for the powder to stick. Now on this piece, I'm going to go heavier in some areas, and then I want to come across the surface of these ridges because I want the patina and the metal to kind of sit on those surfaces but drop into these bigger, more open areas. And it's random. I'm not being precise on this because I just want to get this beautiful random metallic and patina mix in here. So I'll drop a little bit of it more down in that area, across these leaves. And I'm just staying away from this face because I don't want any of the powder or patina or metal on the face. Now the other thing I'm going to do is get a little to the edges. Again, really random, but focusing on coming across the tops of these ridges and then catching some of the leaves really randomly, bigger on these big areas. I think it'll be really neat. All right. So now we've got our powder, and let's try this to kind of sprinkle it. The areas that I've got a lot of the decoupage medium, I'm going to start with those because I want to just drop that heavier. And I think I'm going to actually get my brush back out and see if I can't brush it on some of the tips that I've worked out. But I'm going to get it on heavy in some of these places to start with. All right, we've got a different brush that we're just going to use for this powder now. And we're going to try to just brush it onto those tips and then spread it on those areas that I went along the tips. Are you seeing that? Kind of right there on those tips. I'm not too worried about what I get on the background, dropping overspray, as you would call it. I'm going to just scoop that up later and save every little bit of it that I can, because this stuff's so much fun. Missed a section. We're going to drop some into this section over here. Okay. What do you think? Let's see how we done. How have we done there? Okay. Now I've got some on his face, and I'm a lot concerned about that because I don't just, woo, got a little bit down here on his face, which I don't want. All right, we're going to experiment. I'm hoping that it won't stick to his face because we don't have any medium, but we'll figure that out later because I did nothing to protect the face. But you see there's a lot of the powder. And now let's get, we'll go with, let's see, I want to use the bluish green today. Bluish green reagent, okay? Now, what we want to do is get that wherever we've got that powder. And if you notice, this is what I thought was kind of cool about it. It almost looks like it turns it to a liquid gold, doesn't it? Let's kind of get it where I want it. I'm going to direct that to get it onto my tips now. Oops. Now you just see I went across his face. That could be crazy for us, but hey, we'll figure something out and I'll make it awesome. It doesn't matter. All right, I think I have got the liquid everywhere that I had powders, and it looks pretty awesome. Now, I have to tell you, the first time I worked with this, I hit this point and I thought, cool stuff, because it turned all of that powder to this kind of fabulous liquidy gold look, and I was totally thrilled. But here's the magic. This isn't even close to done. I thought it was complete and I was bragging about it and taking pictures, but when I came back and looked the next day, that's when there was magic. So we're going to pause for a minute, and when we check back, you're going to see the magic that is the Patina Effect Kit from Pentart.